What do you do when you have a problem in your life um, and you really don't accept it? I have that right now in my life, like right this morning, and it fucking annoys me. So I'm just giving the example in my life. Like I sleep a lot, and even when I do, I often wake up in the morning, like this morning, and I'm so tired. And so I try to change my life to make the best out of it. But some mornings it feels like life is against me. There's nothing else that I want to do than sleep. And I've already slept so much. And I have to go to work. I mean, I don't have to. I choose to go to work. And the work is like more than 1 hour away from where I live at my parents' house. So it means that basically, if I sleep even more than I do, I have no time at all to do stuff that I like to do in the day. And I basically just sleep, cook, eat, and go to work. And I hate that. I don't want to spend my day just doing that. I also want to spend my day like doing things that I love, like making a video or reading or playing the piano currently. And it's so funny because this morning I woke up at 9 and for 22 minutes I was just laying in bed being upset about being tired. And I knew it. I was trying to let go of the resistance to what I feel in my body. I was pondering like what would excite me most in the moment to do, because that's what I'm trying to do in each moment, to do just what excites me most, because I believe that everything is a reflection of how you feel. And if you choose to do the stuff that excites you most in every moment, you increase your emotions and you attract better things, you have better ideas, you become more creative, and you're just more happy. And I was like, man, the only thing I want to do is sleep, but then I've got like no day. What am I supposed to do? And so in these situations, actually, like what's most important, what you learn with time is that there is no point in fighting them. There's really no point in resisting the situation. So either, in my case, I sleep more or I accept to be tired all the time. That's it. There's no other choice. So basically, either you accept the situation or you change it or you leave it. But if you can't leave it, because I cannot leave the fact that I'm tired, I've already tried through many things and it didn't work. So one important thing is like to accept the situation. You gotta accept how you feel about it. And I feel fucking annoyed about it. I hate the fact that I'm tired so much and that I seem to just waste my life because I've got no energy. And most of the time, when I ask myself, what's the most exciting thing I can do right now? It's sleeping, even though I already sleep so much. It's so fucking annoying. I hate that. And so, a good step is to accept the fact that I hate it and to just like see why I'm annoyed and why I hate it, and even like don't intellectualize it too much, just stay with the feeling. Stay with like how it feels physically for you. For me, it's being tired. It's a physical sensation behind the eyes here. It's like feeling heavy. And then there's also the emotion that are tied to that, and you can look at them and stop resisting the emotions that you feel um, concerning one that you have about a certain situation. And when you do that, so I've done that with other stuff, not this particular aspect of my life. When you just look at the emotion, you don't judge them, you you stay with them, You accept them how they are. It doesn't mean you like them, it doesn't mean you want them to stay there, but you accept that they are here right now and that you can just focus on them and that it's not going to make things worse. And you look at them, and what tends to happen after 10, 20 minutes or more, it depends, the emotions tend to fade away. And then you're left with just a problem, which isn't a problem anymore because you don't feel bad about it anymore. And so that's what I'm going to do with that fucking problem. I'm going to accept the emotions that I feel concerning this problem. So basically, there's no point in resisting the problem. For 22 minutes, I was in my bed, and it was just a pure waste of time. Life is short, and I was just there resisting the fact that I'm tired, but I should have either like slept more or chose to just be tired and do something. So when you make no decision, it is the worst decision is to make no decision, because then all your energy is going to flow into resisting the problem. And when your energy flows into resisting a certain problems, you are feeding your energy to the problem. And that's the very reason why the problem stays in your life. You're sustaining it, you're maintaining the problem in your life energetically by being upset about it. So resistance is basically giving your energy, choosing to give your energy to a certain problem. And that's what's fucked up about society, about mankind. It is that from a very young age, from like when you're a baby, you're basically taught that it is by resisting stuff that stuff disappears out of your life, and that by accepting it, nothing is going to change. So basically what you're taught in this really shitty society is completely reverse. It's completely upside down. Like we're walking on the head. And that's why most people have like so many problems in their life. It's because they think that by not accepting them, by trying to like change them so hard, that's how it's going to change, which is not true. It's by accepting them, which is only an inner stance about the problem. It has nothing to do with your actual actions concerning the problem. It's only energy. It's being like, it's accepting, it's just stopping to feed your energy to the problem. So it's still there when you accept it, but you're not making it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, which you're doing if you're resisting it. And if you stop feeding your energy to it, life or just the universe, God, is not going to maintain that problem in your life, because you're not choosing to give your energy to it anymore. And so that's what you gotta do. It's all fancy talk. That's like, it's easy to talk about this, but you gotta apply it, and it means you have to stay with the physical sensations, with the emotions in your body, and stop chasing like some solution. I mean, you can still try to change it, but you have to your priority has to be like to drop the feelings, or to accept, not drop, accept the feelings that you have with regards to that situation. And so I felt like this morning, just 22 wasted minutes on my bed, being upset that I'm so tired. And even though I do this thing of like dropping resistance, letting go and accepting the emotions since already a few months, I haven't done it with that particular aspect of my life, because it is an aspect that pisses me off so much. And so it is particularly challenging to do this in your life with things that you really cannot accept, because you really feel like an injustice is being made to you, like something is really unfair and you really don't want it. And so what happens is, I'm so afraid that it's going to stay in my life that I don't want to accept it. That's what we're being taught. And so it's normal to think like that. It's fucked up in a way because it doesn't work, but it's normal. Like all humans think like that. So you gotta accept that you think like that also, and that the law of attraction doesn't work in your life. Yes, obviously it doesn't work. You're taught like for your brainwashed for 20, 30, 50 years, and to just use this body and your mind in the wrong way. And so to change that, to shift that, it takes time. That's completely normal. And it's the case in my life. With I've solved some problems, but others they're like, it's still like a pain in the ass. It's not easy, but that's life. That's how it is. And that's the nice challenge also, because you grow from that. You become a cool person from that. I think I'm becoming like really a cool person just solving that fucking problem that I don't see a lot of people have. I see a lot of people who are like just like changing their diets, going for a run, and then they feel awesome. They're going vegan, and then like, I'm blossoming, and I did all of that, and it didn't work at all. And I find it really it's funny. You can also try to see how it's funny. It's because like sometimes I really find it funny when stuff just works for everyone else and for me it doesn't seem to work. That's like a healthy perspective to have, because if everything worked out in your life directly, it wouldn't be really funny. Like stand-up comedian, they make you laugh with their worst stories when they tell you about being broke, or about when they're getting dumped by their girlfriend, or when they're just fat and binging on food. And that's what we actually find funny. It's people who fuck up because we can relate to people who have problems in their lives. Everyone has problems in their lives. People just don't talk about it, especially on YouTube. I'm amazed at how people are inauthentic and and just don't talk that much about their problems. I think it depends. It depends on the channels, but generally, like people are afraid that they're gonna convey not the image that they want to their audience, I think. But that's not what I want to do. Even though I do the same thing. I mean, I don't say everything, and I'm scared also to open up completely. But I really want to talk about my problems on this channel, to show people that you can make it even though you have problems, and that problems are part of the game. It's part of it. It's normal to have problems. And I think we're gonna have problems our whole fucking life. And the goal is to become who you're meant to become through solving these problems. It's not to have them solved and then be happy, because then you're never gonna become who you're meant to become. And so I'm currently becoming the guy who doesn't care about being tired, who sees the irony, and who will be able to also help people with problems that seem to have no fucking solution. What do you do when you're tired and you've tried everything and you still want to change your life? And I want to share solutions with people once I've solved this in my own life. And I like also really cool solutions that no one has, like changing diets or physical exercise. Everyone can do that. It's pretty easy. But what if you've tried everything? Or I haven't tried everything, to be honest, but I've tried many things that I was excited about, and there are other things that I could try that I'm just not excited about. I don't want to spend all my time on working on my health. It's not that it's not important to me. It's not exciting to me. So I want to like completely change my diet and be raw vegan for 60, 90 days. That's not something I want to do, even though I might solve the problems, the problem of like being tired with this. I'm just not excited about it. So this is also how I see it. There's always like this balance. There's always something you can do to solve the problem. But the question is, where are your own limits? I know my limits. I know that certain limits are where I'm not excited anymore. And then I try to go inside and to solve the problem on the inside by releasing resistance, by watching the emotions and letting go of them. And that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna see what happens. So if you have like really shitty problems in your life that don't go away, that have been there for years, it doesn't mean you're never going to solve them, but you can try to release the resistance to the problem, to that the fact that it's happening in your life. Look at the emotions and know that it is part of life and it is completely normal to have problems, and it's even funny. Honestly, like it's funny, I'm sure, to if they're just like aliens, like watching you living your small life on earth, and you're just going mad about these small problems, even though you're healthy, you've got a body, you've got like a house, you're not dying, you're not in agony, and they're, I'm sure they're having fun. From a certain perspective, it is fun to struggle like hell. Thanks for listening.